What's going on, beautiful people? I am the Grandmaster, and I also go by D-Ray, bringing you guys the next episode, the next segment, the next chronicle in the Grandmaster's table. And today I am not alone. Today I am joined by the one and only JohnJunior himself. Go ahead and say hi, my man.
Hey guys, JohnJunior here. Man, I love your intro, Doug. I love what you bring to the YouTube community. But hey guys, JohnJunior here.
I appreciate that, man. That's awesome. Thank you. I really do appreciate that, man. Guys, if you guys are new here, do me a massive favor. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on post notifications, hit the bell button so you guys are notified every single time I post a new video. And if you guys are excited for this episode, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. And let's get this popping. So today is one that I've been looking forward to for a really long time, probably since I started this, mostly because I've been fanboying over this guy for quite some time. I've been a big fan of you, my man, for I don't even know how long. So this is an honor.
You're up, Doug.
So guys, this is JohnJunior. JohnJunior is a legend in the draft scene. JohnJunior is participating and has participated in the APA Main League. He is the commissioner and the owner, founder of the NCP. So big name we've got on the Grandmaster's table today. So thank you so much for joining me, man.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much for having me.
So today is going to be a day for us to be able to sit down, dip into who JohnJunior truly is. Maybe there's some questions that you may have always wondered about John that you'll find out today. So if you guys are excited about that, go and take a seat here with us and let's go ahead and get this popping. So, my man, let's go ahead and start with the first question. And my first thing that I'm going to ask you is, what exactly got you into doing YouTube? How did you get onto the platform?
Okay, actually, I started back in 2012, a long time ago. I'm a YouTube boomer, and I started by doing like Minecraft videos on an iPad with my friend, just in my living room, and he would come spend the night. And I guess it just gradually progressed into, well, I love Pokemon, so it was like I kept wiping the channel. I was unhappy with like the Minecraft content that I was doing, so I just kept wiping it over and over. And I think I did that 10 or 11 times before I finally got to a point to where I'm like, yes, draft league content. This is what I want to do.
Sweet, that's awesome. So you've tried a couple of other things before, kind of trial and error kind of thing?
Unfortunately, yes.
So the Minecraft thing, I hear that's like a common denominator in most YouTubers. What exactly is Minecraft to you? What is the game really?
It was a game that I played when I was 12 years old.
That's great. I know that Minecraft is huge. I know that one of the top grossing YouTubers are Minecraft players, so it's definitely for sure big. But I'm glad that you made the transition, man, for sure.
Yeah, me too, Doug. I cannot see myself playing Minecraft for however long, because I can like right now, because I'm trying to like find someone to date, and all that stuff. I can go to someone and be like, yes, I play competitive Pokemon, and that'd be fine. But I can't go up to someone and be like, yes, I play competitive Minecraft.
A little more socially acceptable for sure.
Exactly.
How did you get into the franchise in general, Pokemon in general? When did you come into the franchise?
Back when I was 4 years old, my mom was really into Mario, so she wanted a Game Boy because she didn't have like a system to play it on. So we went to, I don't remember if it was like Best Buy or if it was like it was a store that's no longer in business, I think. But we went there to get a Game Boy, and I'll never forget. We were gonna get like a blue Game Boy for me, but there was only one left, and it was a pink one. And me being the little boy that I was, I didn't want the pink one, obviously, but it was only one left. So my mom went up to the counter, and she was like, "Do you still want this pink one?" And I remember, like, I threw a temper tantrum, and, like, crossed my arms, and I was like, "No, this is for you anyway. I don't care. Whatever. Just get it for yourself." And she told me that I could go pick out any game I wanted. So I went and I was looking for a while, and I saw a game that had an orange dragon on it, Charizard, Fire Red, and I grabbed it. And yeah, I've been a part of the franchise ever since.
Was that Fire Red, or was that the original Fire from the Kanto Game Boy colors?
Fire Red, yeah, Fire Red. I'm not that old. I'm 18.
I got some years on you, bro. I'm one of the OGs. That's awesome. You still came into Gen 1. That's cool. That's awesome.
Yes, sir.
So, with that being said, I'm gonna lay on you the biggest question I can ask any Pokemon YouTuber. If you were to be able to pick one Pokemon to have forever, what is your absolute favorite Pokemon of all time?
Mega Adno, so easily, Doug. So easily. I love that Pokemon. Do you want me to explain why?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, well, so Initially, Mega Adno, it started as a meme because there's this GIF of Mega Adno dancing. I don't know if you've seen it before. I posted it a lot of places, but regardless, there's this meme or this GIF of Mega Adno dancing, and I started posting it everywhere. It's just like a meme because I saw it and I thought it was really funny. And then people started associating it with me, and I was like, well, yeah, this Pokemon's kind of cool. And the more I thought about it, the more I was like, wow, this Pokemon is a lot like me because I try to like be positive and spread positivity and make people happy wherever I go. And that's exactly the sole purpose of Adno. It always tries to make people happy. You see it in like Pokemon centers and stuff, tries to cheer people up, tries to make people feel better. And I thought it just really fit with my persona. And I also really actually enjoy regular Adno and Draft League quite a bit, but like there's so many factors make it my favorite Pokemon.
So there you have it, guys. The real reason why Adno is JohnJunior's mascot is the exact comparison in the world of Pokemon you have right in front of you. So that's cool, man. That's more than I would have thought. I thought it was more of a design thing, which is the reason why you liked it. So that's cool that you have a secondary meaning behind it.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and get into your personal life. What is it that you do for a living outside of YouTube?
I currently go to college for cybersecurity, but I hate it a lot. I'm in like a 1-year program where it started back in August and it's going to end in July. And I have like, it's really fast paced. I get my associate's degree in 1 year, but I've already got that because I graduated with it with high school. But I get that and I get like 4 certifications for cybersecurity. And I'm very much regretting doing the program now because while it was free actually, because I don't live with my mom or my dad, so I got like free tuition or whatever. And it's only a year. I really, really hate it right now, and I really found out that's not what I wanted to do. So I'm hoping in the future, hopefully I can either get into graphic design, even though it doesn't really pay that well, or get into more of a coding field. I really enjoy coding, but cybersecurity right now it doesn't seem like the thing for me. But maybe I'll change my mind in like a year or so. I don't know. Maybe after I get a job.
Even then, from what I hear, cybersecurity is actually a pretty broad field to get into. Usually whenever you put that on a resume, people will, in regards to any IT kind of field, it for sure puts you on the right foot forward. So even though you may not like it, it's pretty good that you're doing that. That's awesome, because from what I've heard from other people, that cybersecurity, no joke, complex to the max.
Yeah, and the pay, I'm in Indiana. I live in Indiana, and it is currently, I think, the most requested job in Indiana. Like the starting pay is at like 60 or 70K, which is, it blows my mind.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. I mean, being over there, I know that the cost of living is a lot lower. I'm down here in San Diego, so in San Diego, 60K doesn't seem like a lot, but over there, whoo, that's some sauce.
Over here, 30K is like the average living.
That's insane. That's insane.
So it'd be like double. I'd be making as much as my dad, actually.
That's incredible. I make 42K a year on my day job, and I'm barely making it out here. Nuts. That's not San Diego.
Well, okay, for my standards, that's pretty good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
100%.
I guess it's just like comparison to where you are.
It does. Like, me and my wife have been talking about it because we're not sure if San Diego is going to be like the forever for us. We've been thinking about like Ohio. Indiana was actually one of the places that we thought about, somewhere around the mid-east, middle part of the country. So we've definitely been thinking about that midtown area. So how do you like living out there?
There's a lot of corn. there's not a lot to do, not gonna front, but like the people are really friendly and there's not really a problem as far as that goes, so it's okay. I'm more of a homebody anyway, so I don't really get out that much, so it's okay.
So you did mention that you like doing graphic design. Is there anything in particular that you like? I know that you are a fiend in regards to making graphics for your league and for other people's leagues. So if you guys have actually heard of the PCL, or if you've actually heard of the NCP in general, all that stuff is done by my man JohnJunior. There's a lot of leagues with a lot of coaches, and their logos are done by JohnJunior. So is that something that you may want to take off with to make a small business of? Do you already have something like that going on?
Okay, well, to answer the first question, yes, that is absolutely something that I would love to do. I would love it if it could turn into my career, but unfortunately graphic design doesn't pay enough to live off of, obviously. But I kind of already have a business, like small business. I'm very well known already in the community, so it helps me out a lot, but I have a lot of people that come to me wanting commissions based on other recommendations and stuff like that. But and it's been going really well so far. Like I've been, like you said, I've been doing a bunch of leagues. I have a bunch of people online for logos, as far as their individual franchise teams, like my Portland Nightshaders, your San Diego Snugglers, things like that. And then I have other things for like YouTube banners and YouTube profile pictures, channel rebrands, things like that. I've got some really cool
And guys, if you guys are interested in
people
any
in the works. But
yeah, sorry, go ahead.
no, you.
Sorry, I think it's because you're cutting off. Hold on 1 second. Let's try this and go. You there?
Yeah. Can you?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, where did I cut off at?
I think you cut off when you started talking about right at the end of when you started talking about the coaches and the logos.
Yeah, well, I've got a lot of really cool people in line right now. I'm doing like different types of logos based on like my Portland Night Shares, your San Diego Snugglers. I'm doing a lot of really cool channel rebrands for people. But the ultimate goal right now is people are making a lot of comparisons to me and Bill Standish, and I think I'm miles away from Bill Standish right now. But as far as like popularity goes, I guess I'm like right there with him. But like I have this big board, like it's to the left of me, and it has like all my goals on it. And one of the goals is to become the best GFX artist in the Pokemon community. Really want to go.
You're well on your way, man, for sure. Because when I started seeing your work, I was incredibly impressed. Guys, if you guys are interested in any of the pieces that he has had in the past, or if you want to just look at what he's done in the past, or if you're interested in getting him to do a commission for you, whether that be for a league that you may be starting up, whether it be like a new franchise that you want to do if you're into the draft community, I'll link his YouTube channel down in the description below, and I'll grab his link for his. I know you have a second website, right? That shows all your commissions on there.
Yeah, it's I made it myself. It's JohnJunior Weeb.
And I'll definitely link that in the description below. So if you guys are interested in any of that stuff, for sure, make sure you check him out. I definitely recommend it. So John, is there a missus in your life? I know we've all been wanting to know that.
That's actually something that like I've been mad struggling with recently. There was actually for a little bit, little backstory. There was this girl that I was dating for like a year, and I abruptly ended things actually literally right before I faced Wolfie in the Rain Dance Melodic video. So I was going through a lot of feels during that Rain Dance Melodic video already after the Rain Dance Melodic happened. But I've had a couple of relationships since then. I've had like 3 or 4, but none of them have really stuck. I'm talking to a new girl right now, and it looks to hopefully be going well. We'll see how it goes. But as it currently stands, no.
So ladies, you've heard it here first on the Grandmaster's Saber. JohnJunior is a free man. So if you guys are interested in my man, make sure you hit him up. Definitely recommend it. So how did you, let me ask this. What do you think differentiates you from any other content creator on the platform? If someone were to go onto your YouTube channel, what would they expect to see?
I think they would expect to see somebody that is genuinely themselves all the time, that can think clearly and explain their thoughts clearly, and have like a good speaking voice, and be able to explain their plays most times. Sometimes some stuff doesn't make sense, but no matter what, I always try to spread positivity and bring happiness into people's life, and I think people can really see that in the way that I articulate my words, articulate my movement, and I think that's something that you don't get from a lot of other content creators. Like a lot of other people, some of them, just do it for money, obviously. Some of them just do it to do it. But like I really put my heart into it and really try to make people smile.
That's awesome, man. I do agree with that 100%. This guy has been a bright light for every community that he's taken a part of. If you are in the NCP server, you guys can see it firsthand. If you guys have ever played him in any draft league, JohnJunior for sure is the most consistent, positive player person that you will ever meet. So for that, man, I really do thank you.
Doug, I don't know, actually. You're giving me a run for my money.
Just to kind of give you guys a backstory from what I talked about in the beginning of our little session here at the Grandmaster's table, is that when I first really got, you guys have already known my story. I've been in Pokemon since 1998. I've been around for a really long time, since the very first generation of Red and Blue and the Game Boy Color. And I've been a fan of the franchise for forever. And I decided to get into competitive Pokemon probably about 3 years ago, and that was not in the draft scene. That was actually online for the VGC aspect of it, essentially the Battle Spot Doubles, which is the online official format of the Pokemon Company. And so I was always going to events. I was doing stuff basically on the Switch online, on the DS online. And while I was doing that, I never got into Draft League, but I was a big fan. I would always tune into YouTube to watch the big head honchos, right? Like A-Drive and Joey Poke MMD, Wolf when he got into the scene, and JohnJunior was actually one of the people that I would watch all the time. So he was in the APA League, and he's doing his NCP League now. So if you guys haven't seen anything in regards to Draft League, if you guys are listening to this podcast because you guys like me, or you guys are just seeing it on Facebook that I posted there, if you guys are interested in Pokemon, if you guys are interested in Draft League, I highly recommend that you check out JohnJunior, because like he said, he is incredibly positive. It's always fun to tune into his videos because not just playing Pokemon, it makes you feel good. So JohnJunior is such a great guy. Yeah, I've been a big fan of you for quite some time.
Like, I know the first time you told me that, I couldn't believe it actually, because like I have a bad habit of turning quote unquote fans into friends. Like anybody I've come into contact with that's told me that they're a fan, I'm like, yeah, what's up? We're cool now. We're friends now. Let's get it going. But like, cause I have a hard time seeing me as like, I don't know, like even though the numbers show it, I have a hard time seeing me as one of like the APA people. You know what I mean? Like I started small. I feel small. I feel like I just want to be a part of the community, you know, hype people up. I don't know, like
that keeps you grounded. That keeps you genuine as a person, and that's not typically a quality that you see in people whenever they reach to a certain point in their career. So that says a lot about you. So we appreciate you for that, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do want to get your thoughts on this current meta. So we do have today, actually, I believe it was today. It was today. Earlier today. Today is February 12th. This podcast is going to go live tomorrow, which is February 13th. But today is the first day of Pokemon Home. Thus, we have been basically blessed upon a metagame that has completely flipped upside down in regards to getting new Pokemon, to getting new moves on current Pokemon that were released in Pokemon Sword and Shield. What is your thoughts on the current meta right now in regards to draft?
Okay, in regards to draft, I think... okay, it's weird because... Are we talking Wi-Fi or are we talking Showdown?
We're talking Wi-Fi for right now. Let's talk Wi-Fi first.
Okay, Wi-Fi's in a really weird spot with the chess timer, because of like how everything functions as far as that goes, like how much shorter time you have to think, which affects people like me very particularly because I have a very bad anxiety, so I panic very badly on like very quick decisions. So as far as that goes, not great, but as far as like the Pokemon themselves go and like the smaller pool, I think it is phenomenal. I'm really enjoying all of these Pokemon that you would normally see as like a tier 2 or like just like barely ever drafted, like bump up like 1-2 tiers, maybe become a top 10 Pokemon in the format. Like I always saw in the Cosmos as like a top tier 2, but now it's like literally a top 3 Pokemon in the format. Granted, you know, it got Dragon Dance and whatever else, but it's so cool to be able to see that because you wouldn't see that before because we'd still be talking about how Selly and Lando rule the meta. So right now, I think we're in a really good position moving forward when Lando and Tapu Koko and all that stuff comes back. I don't know how I feel. I guess we'll kind of see. I also think no hidden powers is really nice because things that check things actually check things. But I think it's pretty all right now. Yeah,
with all the, like you said, it gives basically the spotlight to Pokemon that were in the shadows for quite some time. And so it's basically broadened everything up. And it makes a huge difference. If you guys haven't had opportunity to play any kind of one-on-one battle where you have that 20-minute timer and you have to think on your feet, it really does get your palms sweaty. It gets your adrenaline pumping. So if you guys haven't watched any Draft League content so far, I highly recommend that you check out the NCP. We're going to be starting it pretty soon. Do you have an ideal date whenever the fans are going to be expecting to see it?
Yeah, week 1 matches are going to be due by the, I believe it is the 8th. Let me double check that real quick. By the 7th. Week 1 matches are going to be played by the 7th and then uploaded on either the following Thursday or Friday. We're still going to vote on what day they would prefer.
So we're expecting to probably look around early March. So if you guys are fans of the NCP, get your popcorn ready because we're about to come back. It's going to be a fun season. We got a heavy lineup of coaches. Do you have anyone in particular that you want to shout out that you'll be able to see in the NCP?
Ooh, I think Obunga, OG Albina, dog. He's obviously one of my best friends, but I think he is on the come up as far as content goes. Like I really enjoy his content. I've seen him grow as a person and as a content creator over the past year, and I think he just makes some of the best content. And I think with him being in so many so many top draft leagues now. I think he's definitely going to get the recognition he deserves.
Yeah, it's crazy. We were talking about it that he was on the second episode of the Grandmasters table, and we were just like messing around and trying to send a message out to Panther like, hey, hint, hint, wink, wink, get us on there. And then literally like a week later, you brought him up. So that's awesome. He for sure is an up and comer. So our fun little friend OG Albina that came in our second episode, guys, he's on his way. So make sure you follow him and follow the NCP. It's going to be one of the biggest draft leagues you'll ever see on the platform. So I'm very excited to be taking a part of that. And John, I'm really, really happy that you came on the Grandmasters table, bro. Thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much for having me. I really enjoyed it.
All right, guys, so that's going to go ahead and end it for us. We're going to go ahead and get the heck up out of here. I really do appreciate you guys joining us. Again, if you guys are new here, please do me a massive favor. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications. And until next time, make sure you have a good rest of your night. And above all else, be nice. Peace.